In this video, you'll learn some fun ways to train both your slices and top spins. In the first example, the player on the near side is hitting top spin. The player on the far side is hitting slice on every ball. You'll notice that the player on the near side is standing inside the baseline. This is to get him in the camera angle on every shot, but also he's working on taking the ball early by standing inside of the baseline. One thing I want you to notice is when the player on the far side hits a good slice, it's really important for the player on the near side to bend so that he can get his paddle lower than the ball to play back a topspin shot. Now they're switching roles, so the player on the near side is hitting slice, the player on the far side is hitting topspin. So it's good to practice one turn with each role. And then once they've got warmed up, they're playing a game called opposites. So the player on the far side is dictating. He's allowed to do whatever he wants, and the player on the near side has to hit the opposite spin. So if the far side player hits top spin, the near side player hits slice, and vice versa. This video is sponsored by asap.com. I highly recommend them when it comes to food delivery. You can use the promo code USOPEN10 at checkout to get $10 off your order of $25 or more. Now back to the video. In the next version of the game, it's called Copycat. And so the far side player is again dictating, and the near side player has to copy the type of spin that the far side player is hitting. So if the far side hits slice, the near side also hits slice, and vice versa. In my opinion, this version of the game is easier. To copy the spin of your opponent is less risky most of the time than trying to change the spin. So if you find yourself making a lot of errors when you're playing, it might be because you're trying to change the type of shot that was just hit to you. So if your opponent hits a really good low slice, I often hit a slice back because it's hard to hit a topspin shot in that situation. So I encourage you to spend a few minutes trying out these different exercises. One where you're hitting topspin, your partner's hitting slice, and then switching roles. Another where you're hitting opposite spin of whatever your partner chooses, and then switching roles. And then finally, a game where you're hitting the same exact spin as your partner before you switch roles.